of Enugu on DSTV channel 254, Gold TV channel 17, and Free TV channel 748. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze, and you know what time it is. It's the time where art meets story and talent meets truth. The week is just starting, and if you've made it to this part of the week, you deserve a standing ovation and maybe some level of hype to get you started today. Today's episode is centered around hyping, right? Who's your best cheerleader? Who's your best friend? Who's the person that cheers you up the most? You can pick one thing, two things, or even three things from our guest in today's episode of Awka. We'll go on a short break, and when we come back, I'll introduce to you our guest in tonight's episode. See you in a bit. Awka, my name is Chinalurumogu Eze, and like I said, if you've made it to this part of the week, you deserve a standing ovation and maybe a hype session, something to bring up the energy in the room and show you that you're doing so well and that we're so proud of you. Well, I'm not the one to give you all that hype. Our guest today is going to do all of that, and this person today, our guest, is a certified hype man. In other words, he hypes for a living. And it's not the regular go girl that a couple of you do. No offense. This person is a certified hype man, a true crowd commander, and he recently pulled off something that a couple of us could only dream of. Sold out an entire stadium for his show. We're talking 20,000 capacity. It's no other person than Chukwuneta Augustine Chibueze, also known as Slym Shady. Yeah.
I don't go clap.
Yeah. Okay, maybe next time when we have you here, we'll invite a crowd.
Yes.
Yeah.
Type
so we
shit.
call you type shit. Good evening, Slym Shady.
Good evening, Chi.
Thank you, amazing.
Sharp.
I love how I love how you're owning the seats right now. You're so relaxed.
My lifestyle, not for some. Yeah.
I like how you called yourself your favorite tall boyfriend. How did you come about that name? Did you just feel like people love me because I'm tall and I could be their boyfriend? I don't know. Let's start there.
I mean, did you see that smirk on your face when you say it? Exactly. Type shit.
Your favorite tall boyfriend. Okay.
I like him more when you say my favorite tall boyfriend.
Stop it.
I already know how this is going to end.
Slym Shady, please. Okay, welcome to the show. Welcome,
Thank you so
much. You have been doing absolutely amazing. Going through your profile and everything that you've been doing, I could only ask myself, I'd like to know how it all started. Did the Holy Spirit or whoever speak to you one day and say, my son, you should go into hype manism or whatever it is called, that is your calling? Or just tell us how it all happened. How did it start? How did you hone the skill? How did the skill start? Just take us on a trip down memory lane on how it all started and started coming into place. Let's go.
Okay. It started way before hype,
Okay.
Yeah, way before hype. Yeah, so I was doing other things, right? I used to dance. I just kind of like dropped it on the side. So for me, first off, it was dance. Dance was everything to me, just because I really loved it. And even before dance, I shot my shot at comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now there's a connection.
Yeah. So a lot of people didn't know that or don't know this fact that I took a shot at comedy, but then I just figured I just loved it as a thing, but not something I could do. Do you understand? And then I took dance really serious. Dance took me way up, right? And I really had my wins in dance because I went to Montana Dance Hall, which I was a finalist. I went to Amsterdam Water Showtime, which I won. And then I was like second runner up in Sprite Triple Slam. Yeah.
Oh wow! Did you say poetry slam?
Pride Triple Slam.
Okay,
It's a dance. It was a dance contest.
Not offense, but like,
Yeah.
poetry. Okay.
I get that. So along the line, while doing stuff and events and all that, I was just caught up. I think I saw Dotson doing the hype thingy. I didn't even know what it was called at the time.
Right.
Yeah, but I just liked the idea of what he was doing, how he could make sure that the people were like this or controlling people like that. But it didn't come to heart. I think it was like a few years later down the lane, I was just doing something, and somebody just told me that, do you know you could do this? She knows that this thing like this now they do. And that was it. It was like the person linked me up to a club at the time, and then I did it for the first time, and I got good feedback from, I think the first person I did stuff with was DJ TTB.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when was that? What year?
This was like 2017-ish.
Okay. In Anambra?
Yes, in Anambra.
Okay.
And he came for an event, and then I was the one available, and he did it. And then he started asking me questions like, Alpha, where are you based? Are you here? You're good. I'm like, what? Like this? And I didn't believe it. So it was like a wake-up call for me. And then I had to start researching more, started studying more about the whole hype thing, the industry, whatever. And I got better at it, and the rest is history.
Wow. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that it's interesting how some skills just come out.
Yeah, it comes to you.
Right? Because I think if we talk about maybe late 90s, early 2000s, you wouldn't say that there's something like a hype man or a hype woman.
Well, it's always been there.
Oh.
Maybe, yeah. It's always been there, because
hype man.
It is called hype man.
Okay.
Yes, it's called hype, right? Because in natural definition, a hype man is more like a backup artist for mostly rappers. It's like in a rap gene.
Oh.
Just like in a hip hop gene, a hype man is always there to back up the artist.
Yeah, no, Charles Okocha married to that guy.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I wouldn't really say that. I wouldn't really say that. But yeah, that's what the hype man like literally does.
Yeah.
But then over time, it now transitioned into what it is today, and even is blowing off the roof now. Like a hype man is now a person of himself. He's no longer just being recognized behind somebody or beside somebody, or when you see this person, you now say, oh, this person is my hype man, type shit like that. So it's always been there. It's just that it now became a full-blown industry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Full-blown industry. So at what point, because since 2017 that you started till now, you have set a pace for this hype man industry in the Southeast. And I'd like for you to take us through how it all started. Because I'm sure it takes a lot, especially trying to maintain social media presence, trying to pitching yourself to people for you to be in some spaces. Like, how has it all been for you to get to where you are now?
It's really been crazy. But like I said, it's not just, it wasn't just me carving out the whole thing to become a full-blown industry. Like, a lot of other people were having their own inputs. Okay. I don't know how to really point it out, but it just blew up. It became something else in Nigeria. Do you understand? I would think like in Nigeria right now or in Africa, hype men are being celebrated like way more now.
Really?
Like, yeah, like being a hype man is a thing. Do you know the surge hype men had from 2021? Like there was a surge that was like a big rise in everybody trying to be a hype man.
Wow.
2020, 2021, yes. You know, big shout out to Amy Black, maybe A Voltage, Toby Shang, who, you know, did a thing on TikTok, and then boom, like it all blew up, and you know, a lot of other crazy things like that. So it wasn't easy being accepted. You know, it sounded more crazy than when you say, I'll be hype man, and then they're like, look, you like saying, I don't know what they do, but now.
They take you seriously now.
Yeah, tell an average person you're a hype man, they'll be like, let's see me down again. And then you have to now say, oh, maybe you're an MC, that kind of MC, they do that type of shit. But now, if you say you're a hype man, respect
they understand what it is.
There's respect. Right now, if you want to think about list of people to book for an event, you probably be thinking of a hype man first, because it's very, very important to maintain the energy of that event.
Right,
yeah.
The energy.
So you think of which hype man will go use now to make sure, say, you know, so it's a thing now, like it's crazy. we're grateful to God.
As you're saying this, keep the energy. The only one hype line rather that comes to my head is DJ Mapam. DJ Mapam. I don't know what that means, but I think I like how it sounds.
Yeah,
and it keeps the energy.
It keeps it running, and then
Yes.
probably when they also say, "Can you feel it?"
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, don't do that one. Okay.
No,
Or if I say Ayebo,
Ayeba, somebody called it. I know that one. I know that one. But quick one though, how did your parents react when you said you were going into this hype man business?
oh, my parents are late.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm so sorry about that.
it's cool.
How long ago though?
I lost my mom at like a very, very young age.
Okay.
Very, very young. I think I was like still like 2 or 3.
Okay.
And my dad, I lost my dad around. I was a bit more grown when I lost my dad. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'm sure they would love to see what you are doing with this hype man thing right now.
They
Because
really
you've
would be proud.
scattered everywhere, right?
They really
and I also want to talk about this your last event, the Slym Shady show you had that you sold out the stadium. How was the ideation process like? Just walk us through everything. Tell us about that.
So Slym Shady Invasion has always been something that has been there. Do you understand? It's an event that was born out of the fact that I was looking for platform at the time.
Okay.
I wasn't really getting it. It was like a real struggle to be on platforms, right? Even when you had the talent and you're really good at what you were doing, but then I don't know if to call it gatekeeping or anything, right? But like it was really tough, and I had the opportunity to go around with people that was more experienced, and I saw them creating things from scratch, and then boom, with a crowd of people. Somehow I understood it, and then I started on my own thing. I'm like, so if people will not give me platform on their platforms, I create my own platforms.
Word, I love it.
It's just like saying create your own happiness and type shit like that. So I was like, oh yo, it's time. So I did it for myself, and I did it for a couple of my friends, and then boom.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw a small loophole that worked for me, and then I took the crack, and then, ever since then, I was always trying to bring something different and stand out, and, not just trying to be, like when I was still an active dancer, right? Not just trying to be that dancer that is doing a show or just doing a show for show's sake. I was always trying to bring in something different. The same way when, you see music artists doing their concerts and stuff, like there's always something unique they're trying to do. I wanted everybody to see me like that. Do you understand? The way music artists are being idolized, how they are doing their stuff and all what's not. So I was always doing something, crazy. Like one of the things people actually like really look out for at my events is my entrance.
Tell us about that.
I mean, the one before this one, I came down from.
It's looking like a music concert, actually.
That's it. Like I wanted all the traction. I wanted people to put respect on the craft.
To talk about.
Do you understand? So it wasn't just, dance wasn't really thriving at the time. So it was thriving, but it wasn't really like a whole industry like a lot of people would. Same thing for hype. So I was like, nah, man. If I'm doing something, I gotta make a statement all the time.
Type shit.
Then they force out my lifestyle.
Wow. But did you anticipate that you would fill that stadium this time around?
Yeah, I was quite confident, because I had a community that we built over time. Okay. The Unboxed FC, big shout out to them. So like they give me reasons to believe that we could do this. Like for every single time we put out a new venue that is bigger than the last one, it's almost like it's not enough.
Wow.
Yeah, so the community is big and banging right now. Like they're ready for any challenges. Like I don't even owe them anymore, they owe me. You understand? So type shit.
Okay. I see you came with is it your favorite slang
Maybe,
to say type shit?
It's mixed up. Type shit, lifestyle, they know they force up.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I'll probably add it a lot when I talk after.
So when they ask you, it's like, how you do this thing? Like, how are you so in a lifestyle? They do the first time.
A lifestyle. They know the first time. Okay. Yeah. That brings me up to the next question, because it seems this whole hype man thing. I don't know. Do you have to write the words you want to say? You have to stay, calm down, write it out, like your like songwriting, right? Take us through the whole ideation process, how you come up with the right, because it has to do with the right words to use to get your audience in your groove. How do you go about it?
Like I said, hype has evolved so much right now that, you know, to some extent, you gotta write. If that's your niche, though, you understand. Like I said, they need it for some now. Just my lifestyle comes. You understand? There's some keywords you gotta use. You understand? The most important thing is carrying people along on the song, not forgetting the DJ, who's also very, very important to whatever it is you're doing. It's just, you're like a power bank that the audience have to plug into. Hi, this one busting my brain. Shit, I never thought this one before. Type shit.
I was going to type it down like Slym Shady 2025.
Yes.
You're like a power bank.
See, I should do that. Write it down. Like when place, I need something to go on the screen. Say, yeah. So the hype man is like a power bank that the audience connects to, so that energy keeps buzzing. Do you understand? So you as a hype man, you gotta understand that you are what all these people need. You know, alongside the DJ, of course, giving you the right vibes and energy. So you gotta know what to tell this person. It's just like when you go to the gym and they tell you keep going, come on, like what you hear at that time just motivates you to kill. Which meaning 3 more, let's go. Push. So that's what hype man does. That's the energy. Like you gotta make sure you carry people along, you gotta make sure you put them on cue. But then as much as how hype has evolved so much, yes, you have to even write some keywords, like, you know, sometimes it comes to you some, you know, stuff like that. It's just like when for example now Amy Black, when he did 5 bottles of you know, maybe I can't say name because it's a brand. So 5 bottles of whatever. You know, this one, you know, it just makes people happy when you say stuff like that. Ayeba, somebody called it Popo.
What about you? So give me some. Give me a hype line or something that you always say when you are doing your thing.
My lifestyle.
No, be like that.
No, I'm telling you for real now. So I already told you. So reply me now. My lifestyle.
They know the first sound. So how it has to go into the beat, my lifestyle, then the first sound.
My lifestyle. If you day, then you say if you know day, you know day.
Yeah. Say it again. Let's do it again.
My lifestyle.
They know the first sound.
My lifestyle. Wait.
Okay.
My lifestyle.
They know the first sound.
My lifestyle.
They know the first sound.
If you day, you day.
If you day, you know day.
If you know day, you know day.
You know. Sorry about that.
So when I say check the drip, then you now say my lifestyle. Check the drip.
My lifestyle.
See your chip. See your hair now. My lifestyle. They know the first sound.
Wahala.
So it's like that. So you gotta write stuff like this down too, and then you now envision how people are going to echo it. Is it gonna make sense? Is it censored? Depending on the kind of audience you're facing and type shit like that.
That's massive. That's massive.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to know that, you know, when we look at Enugu as a city and the way it's thriving when it comes to entertainment, you understand that some things are not exactly working in entertainment in this city. In the southeast entirely, right? And it begs the question how you are able to stay here despite it being like that, right? I know you've answered this question a lot from people. Why not Lagos? Why not Abuja? Why not anywhere? Why Southeast? Why Anambra? Why Enugu? Do you not want to go and meet your people over there and make more money with what you're doing? Why?
This place is our place. I mean, if we don't blow it up, who's going to do it? How long are we going to keep running? Do you understand? Like, when I get asked, say, why are you not going to Lagos? I was like, why is Lagos not coming to me?
Sharp.
Do you understand? You know, I mean, I feel like most times the only thing that Lagos has over us is just the media power, which is where you guys come in, you know, Afia TV. We also need you guys to do a whole lot. You know, you guys are trying, but then you got to do a whole lot more, you know, by trying to put out what we're doing here. Because a lot of these youngins, a lot of these talents, a lot of these people doing events that are pushing it out there might not have so much to be able to, you know, pay your rates or something. But so you guys, in a year, when you're putting out your stuff together, I feel like you guys should create something that's okay, by giving create an opportunity for them to come in and fill in those spots so that you guys also help export what is being doing, because you know a lot happens a whole lot. Like a few weeks ago, we had Kiddish in the city, and that's like one of the most nostalgic events I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I saw adults playing like crazy. I was playing as well. I mean, I was built to perform, but before I performed, I came, and I was like having the time of my life. I just saw myself being a kid again, and stuff like that is, you know, what we need you guys to help export.
Yeah.
Since we don't have the
media power.
Media power. So the ones we have, you guys that we have, that's where you guys come and help a lot. So I hope the right management hears this and do what they gotta do. Yeah, you guys should create something. I don't know whether to call it a budget or whatever, but know that, okay, in this year we're going to keep a slot for like 20 events or 30 events, or do it like a partnership, whatever, man. So let's get this done. If we're still here trying to do this, then we need you guys to support.
Sure. Afia TV is doing her best to ensure that we export as many stories as possible. Because for us, it is conversations and stories in the Southeast that we prioritize more than anything. And a lot of people even ask us, why not Lagos too?
Of course.
Because it can be crazy having a media establishment in the Southeast.
Yes.
It can be stressful. It's crazy
everything. Having anything in the Southeast.
Actually, let's be real. Let's tell ourselves the truth. It's crazy having anything in the Southeast. But like you said, if we don't do it, who is going to do it for us? So that makes sense. That makes sense.
Our lifestyle. That's making our lifestyle. So we'll do the first time.
They know the first time. Indeed. And you said you performed in Ghana and Tanzania.
Yeah.
When was that?
That was last year.
Both countries?
Yes.
Last year.
So I did Tanzania August, and I did Ghana October.
Yeah. How did they come to you? How did they get? Just tell us everything about that. The Ghana, the Tanzania.
For Tanzania was a simple DM. Hi.
Oh wow.
So at first I thought it was like maybe scam account to type shit. So I didn't reply for a couple of days, and until a friend of mine who's a DJ, DJ Feelings, he texted me and said, "What's up? This will reach out to me, Alpha." I'm like, and I said, "Who?" Sent me the screenshot. I'm like, they write me to. They just say, why are they looking at 2 o'clock? I don't know, something type shit like that. And they wanted. So I think they saw the content from YouTube, or put out on YouTube, and then they wanted to create something like that. They wanted to do more like an experience, and I've never left the country before, so it was huge for me, and it was really massive, seeing and performing in front of people from other cultures. You understand? Mostly, I didn't even. There was really no Nigerian. Okay, there were a few Nigerians there, but like a lot of white people, South African people, Tanzania people, of course, and then Italy, France. Bro, but then one thing for real is really big. But one thing for real is that Afrobeat is big. That's what
it's big.
That's what I can tell you.
It is.
For real. Because like when we got there, I'm like, they should say these people understand what they talk at all, or what are we going to play? Really, we started trying to reshuffle playlists to try to, because they're white people and stuff. Do you understand? But then, boom, we played Burna Boy first, and then everywhere went crazy.
Yeah.
It was from there. It was massive, and then also Tidal Rave is like the biggest beach rave in Ghana, the biggest festival in Ghana. Beach festival in Ghana is massive. Also, from it, simple DM.
Simple DM.
Yeah, I got the agency send me a DM. Yo, what's up? Good for the date. I'm like, yo, we're active, like.
And it's also interesting how you have been consistent with your social media presence.
Yes.
That's something a lot of young people do not understand.
Am I shocked with that? Why?
Like...
I open every day, active, 2-4, bring deals.
Yeah.
Bring deals.
And I saw a tweet you made in 2020. I was not able to scroll back down. I saw everything. So in that tweet, I think it was in 2020, you said something about this DJ Feelings you talked about.
Yeah.
You said you're speaking it into manifestation, that you're going to work with the guy. Something along those lines. That was what you tweeted. And I am listening to you talking about this same DJ Feelings. You spoke it into existence.
He's one of the greatest DJs I know.
Right.
One of the greatest DJs I know. Did you hear his name? Feelings. He messes with your feelings, man. He gets into it deep down. Just down. Big shout out to other DJs out there, but Feelings is Feelings.
Feelings indeed. Okay. I hope you're enjoying that conversation and picking one or two things from Slym Shady. What are you doing on social media? Are you just on social media to drag people, to make noise? It's supposed to be your platform. It's supposed to be your dinner. That's where you let your voice known. That's where you tell people who you are. Start using social media for the right reasons. And who knows, you may be going to Ghana or Tanzania soon. I hope you're learning things. We'll go on a quick break. And when we come back, we'll continue the conversation with Slym Shady. Don't go anywhere. Hi, my name is Chinalurumogu Eze, and I'm still here with Slym Shady. I don't know, how do they call you? I don't know. Is it Slym Shady? Slym Shady. How do they call? I don't know. How do they call?
It depends. It
Depends on the mood.
It depends on the vibe. Like
On the vibe.
I really don't. I'm Slym Shady, baby. Your favorite small boyfriend, aka Stadium Boy type shit.
Okay, don't do it.
The first and only hype man in the whole world to ever do a stadium.
Wow, I love that. I love how you say who you are. You're not apologetic. You're not apologizing for being that. That's the spirit.
My lifestyle, man. They
My
know the
lifestyle,
first
they know the first time,
Type shit.
right? So this is the part where we show you some kind of Afia love.
Okay.
Yeah, we try to take you on a trip down memory lane because at Afia TV we recognize that people have come so far, but there are parts of their lives that also took them, they took steps to get to where they are.
Oh,
So we just want to take you back.
Can you show me my noodle?
No, me only. Okay, so I'm ready when you are. Let us show Slym Shady the Afia love. We love you so much.
It's good.
Oh my God. What was happening here?
So this was I came for MTV based VJ search in Enugu
okay.
here. This was in 20. I can't remember the year for sure, but yeah.
Fast guy, know the thief.
Yeah, that was. I came for VJ search in Enugu here.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I
Why a drama too?
no, this one was just aesthetics. I swear. The aesthetics is really sorry.
Okay, what does this guy not to do? You do everything.
So
This was probably in Unizik. I don't know.
this is far. Okay, yeah, this is Awka. Yes. Yes, this is Awka.
Quick selfie before you started the show. Were you going to do
Yeah.
comedy or hype man here? Were you once upon a time and I don't know, native doctor?
No, this comes once in a while. If I try to convince you to buy the tickets to my show and you don't buy, I go the other lane.
Kids making too.
Which kids meeting? Which one is doing skit? I say if you're not buying my tickets, I go the other lane. One way or the other, you gotta.
Oh, when was this one?
So this I can't remember the year again, but I think this was okay. This was in Slym Shady Invasion 2020.
2020.
Yeah, just before Corona.
Oh wow.
Yeah, before the lockdown.
Oh wow. You see?
February 3rd. I can't remember. I can't forget.
See, like I was saying, we're so proud of you. See how far pictures from 2020 to
Yeah, you guys did good.
Oh,
You guys did good. Nice
well
one.
done,
Nice
well
one.
done, well
Nice
done,
one.
well done.
Get one for seeing now. For comparing now with Naki. Naki has all my throwbacks. Like I don't even know. That girl, Jesus. Naki.
Maybe one day we'll have a social. Come and open your nyash. Tell us all those stuff that you
people, you people are nice. Because if it was Naki and Big Swags, what would have shown on this screen, man? Hey, those two people are like
Thanks
the
for
terrors in
telling
my
us.
life.
We'll have to reach them. Maybe next time we'll have
Yeah.
a show. Tell them to release those ones. So it will really be the throwback.
Type shit.
forward time.
Because by then it's not a lifestyle for people. I'm not going to force them.
Slym Shady, please. so let's go into more light-hearted questions so we
Okay.
get to know you, your personal habits and all that. What did you study in Namdazikiri University?
Business education.
Did you think you would ever use that degree for anything? I like the smell.
Should I be real?
Of course.
Real? I just went to school for school. Just I just went to school for
Type
school.
shit.
This one will be type shit matter. But I really just went to school for school. But I liked the fact that I studied that because it gave me an opportunity to
Position being a hype man or something.
not really, but engage in something different. Just because studying business education gives you the opportunity to also teach.
Did you teach?
Yeah, I did.
Where?
Like 6 months.
Where?
It's something you get to do. Like it's like when you're in your third year, you gotta do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You taught a primary,
Secondary
school. You
Just
teach them how to dance too or something.
Nah, there was no time. So if those children stressed me. I was just trying to make sure that before I leave there, like I impacted something. Then there was something different about that class, and it really worked. And I'm proud of myself that I did that.
Too.
Just now. So teaching, talking to people, amazing thing.
Wow. And where are you from?
From Anambra.
Oh, where in Anambra State?
Nene.
I'm from Anambra State too.
Where are you from?
Ihiala.
Yala.
Yeah.
Ah.
Brother.
It's actually.
Oh, that's nice. Because so how do you prepare mentally and physically for any show you have to do? Do you watch movies, take a walk, go to the gym? How do you prepare for any show it is that you have?
Oh, okay, it depends on the type of show.
Okay.
Well, it depends on the type of audience. So for every audience has a different approach, right? Different age range, all of that. If it's a concert, it's different. If it's a rave, it's different. If it's a club, it's different. If it's a wedding, it's different. You know, anniversaries with all these big men and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's a common goal. A common goal, which is to make sure everybody is hyped up and happy and all of that, you know. And I really, I just prepare. But then again, one fact that people don't know is I'm actually a very shy person. Do you understand?
You are?
For real.
I saw.
Very, very freaking shy. So before I even go up on shows and stuff like that, I'm having mental meetings, and you can do this type of stuff. So that's where the glasses comes in. So I don't get like, you know. So it's when I really get into it,
and you're relaxed, and the crowd is helping.
Look into your eyes to tell you that I'll marry you, and then probably won't see
marry
me again.
who?
You.
You tell that to. You say that when you hype.
Depends on the energy.
Speaking of marriage, are you married? Are you single? When are you getting married? When are you marrying? Who are you going to marry?
They know the first time.
They know the first time.
They come.
Of course, they know the first time. Of course.
It's coming now.
How many kids would you want to have?
Maybe 3.
3?
Yeah.
How many boys? How many girls?
I don't know. God gives. Maybe 2 boys, 1 girl, 2 girls, 1 boy. Any which way works.
And a male child. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't worry.
Oh, I've got the give. You understand?
Give,
Either ways, I'm gonna love them the way I love myself, and probably I'm gonna love my wife too. This thing sounds good. Jesus, I can't. Oh, my wife.
Yeah, favorite tall boyfriend.
I got to change that name now. Anyways.
Change. I mean, it's practically a brand.
Oh, like that my wife when I get home.
When you get home from here.
Not from here, but that time.
When that time, right? You just say whatever it is you want to say.
Okay, type shit.
Okay, that's pretty good. But do you watch movies at all?
Yeah.
What kind of movies do you watch?
Man, I watch crime, action, sci-fi, pretty much anything.
What's your favorite crime show? Do you have any favorites?
Nah. Most times I just watch these stuff to just
clear your head.
Not really clear my head, but I want to see other things. Do you understand? When I don't have the opportunity to travel or do all of that, do you understand? I watch to just be exposed, know things technically. So I watch from a different perspective, not just because I'm trying to, do all of that. And then, some of these movies, especially like crime or like thrillers and sci-fi, they stress your head.
Yes, they do.
Exactly. So it opens up your mind more.
Jargon in there. They just. Well, that's cool. Then in music, what's your? Because I know the DJ has to play something, or maybe a beat, and then you have to do some rounds with the whole hypemen. What's that song you like listening to, that you like the DJ to play, that gets you more in the mood to hype the crowd?
I never. So here's one thing that I didn't do that just because I don't want to be comfortable with a particular sound. I'm just, because if I have a favorite, I'm going to always want that, and I'm probably going to try to tell the DJ, yo, play me this and stuff like that. So I try to
avoid it.
Yeah, I like everything. Okay. Whatever that comes, I'm ready.
But who's your favorite Nigerian artist? I don't know why you're looking like.
So I have a favorite. It's not one person. I like Omale.
Oh.
Yeah, I really like Omale. I like Agoro Banks a lot, man.
Agoro Banks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my
Who
guy.
else do you like?
It's going to be odd. I like Apete.
It's really odd.
Yeah,
Because I was expecting you to call one of the big threes. I was even expecting Wizkid, considering.
Yeah, I like him now, but I say my favorite. I'm telling you, like people like I can put their catalog on roll and just keep moving and stuff like that. Yeah.
So
if I go international, I'm probably going to be saying John Bellion. I like Oxley too.
Oh, Oxley.
Yeah. It goes beyond that now. There's a lot to know now.
Just know that song. And then probably this one he did with Flavor.
Those are new, like, roll his catalog, you just listen.
Of course, as the hype man you are, you know.
Yeah, you get on
it all. You
get on
need
a lot
to
of
be
songs
grounded in all the songs.
So when you hear it, you can count the beats, and then people, when people can do sing-alongs, so you shut up, and you don't have to talk all the time.
Your job is very interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Very interesting.
Fun.
What do you think makes a great hype man? What do you think makes a hype man?
Being able to read the room and knowing what the people want.
And when do you think there's a way to also, maybe the crowd is all dull, the crowd is cold, the crowd is not giving you the energy. How do you think you can revive them back to being...
I want grace of
grace of God.
There's grace of God, there is talent, there's just knowing what to say. Like I said, it just has to do with you reading the room.
Yeah.
Just and if you're able to read the room, you can probably know what to say to a dead audience to reply you back. You can know whether if you take off your shirt, they'll start vibing with you. You go talk to them one-on-one, or just reading the room gives you a hint of the approach to make towards the audience and what to say. Because what you probably say to a Gen Z crowd is different from what you say to a millennial crowd.
Yes.
So type shit. So read the room and know what to do.
What would you say is the toughest part of being a hype man for you?
Tough?
Yeah.
I don't think I've really thought about that too.
Oh, it's all easy peasy. There's nothing tough about your job.
Not easy. It's not easy peasy.
No easy. What do you think is the toughest part?
I honestly don't know. For real, I've never really thought about this, like to have an answer to it. Just but I don't know. Maybe I'll have an answer later. But for now, I'm wrong. I cannot lie, give you now.
Right. Because I'm not trying to say I'm thinking for you that these things I'm going to say should be the tough part of it, but they could not be. Maybe figuring out when to do a call and response, or are you always sure when you should do a call and response for the crowd?
It's depending on what's playing, you should know. You understand? If a song is playing, like which song would I use as an example now?
But do you know the song I'm trying to have?
No.
Or the piano.
Oh, that one is just basically people are gonna dance. It's not call and response here, so it's just you gotta be hyping people up continuously. Let's go, and then you try to make them dance the trending dance that came with it, right? So call and response is more like knowing that this particular part everybody knows this chorus, and then you gotta count them into it and allow them do the vibe, and then DJ of course is going to fade, and then you hear people screaming out their lungs, and then you continue. Then if a song has an empty beat, of course you gotta say something and then expect them to reply as well. If they don't know, you gotta teach them on the spot. Just the way I taught you now. So if I say in a lifestyle, you say it in the first song.
Yes.
So when you now say it, so next time when you're in the area, when you say in a lifestyle, automatically they get to respond because they heard it before. And then probably you can also work hard and try to blow it up on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
So if it blows up nationally,
you're
good.
I love how you talk about your work. It's giving a man who has spent years building, and I love what I do so much.
Like it's giving a man that is on. I just want to eat. Leave all these ones. This one's
play now. They tell you, you don't inspire me. I think I may want to go into this
Please
stuff.
Bring jobs. I'm hungry, man. I just wanna put food on my table, man. Leave all these ones, man.
Real. But before you wrap this whole thing up, I'd like for you to share a story. A story of maybe. I don't want you to think that all your clients are not the best clients. I'm sure they are all the best clients, but share a story of maybe an event, a show that was the best for you, blew your mind. You were like, oh yes, I'm called into this ministry, and I will die in this ministry. A show that just did, whew, I'm good. I am good at this. That's it. A show that.
So I think I'm going to tweak it a bit, right? I'll tell you a story that actually did something different in my life.
All right.
Do you understand? Because a it was at a time, when hype was like fast evolving, where you have hype trending sounds on TikTok. You understand? All these hype men having their own signature lambas and all that.
Okay.
So I was trying to create something at the time, and it wasn't coming. It wasn't coming until I went to this wedding, right, where the first trending sound I had on TikTok and everywhere came from that wedding. I didn't even plan it, it just came out. So literally that wedding took my career from like this
to 100.
to 100, like real quick. Do you understand? Like I said, it wasn't planned. It was just a moment of the couples dancing. Amazing couples. Shout out to you, Kimsu. And they both dance well. So the guy was dancing, but then his guys were like trying to talk to him, and they were taking attention from him, and the girl was really killing it. And it was like a competition, right? So I was trying to call his attention, but instead of just talking, I tried to make it musical. So I now said, Kidem. I said, Kinsley, focus. So that was where it came from. So I was like, Kidem, Kinsley, focus.
Wow.
And I posted, we got home, posted the video, because the follow-up dance he did there was amazing. Posted the video. I just had like 300 followers on TikTok, and I just posted it and left, because my TikTok was always like 18 views, 20, 30 views and stuff like that. Came back 3 days later, and I saw 30,000 views.
Oh my God.
With about 3,000 followers, and people were already using the sound. And
I can imagine what they are using it on TikTok.
do you understand what I'm saying? So the more I refreshed, the more the views kept on counting. The more I refreshed, went back a week later, it was 120,000 views with about 50 videos. So I had to go and re-record the sound, because I was now getting demand from everywhere. Everybody was telling me like, oh, send me the link to the song. Where can I find the original song? I'm like, original song, okay. Do you understand? So I spoke with the producer and made a beat.
Here we are. Hallelujah.
And then like it was everywhere, every freaking where, like got more than 1 million streams across all platforms. Yeah. That was when I knew that. Yes. Yeah. Wow. That's when I knew that it's money music. Like scratched off a couple of dollars from that stream platform. Yeah.
That's nice. So just to wrap this part up, if you were not a hype man, what do you think you would be doing?
I'd probably still be dancing.
But you said dancing was not exactly giving you the platform you needed.
It was like I didn't say it like that. I meant like people were not giving platforms. Okay. Do you understand? But dancing really got me to this point, and then hype man now took the rest. So when I got into hype, and hype was now, getting the new attention and everything, I couldn't do both of them at the same time. But somehow, like they always say, anything you learn or you have, it's not a waste. So sometimes the universe is going to align, and then I probably have to do all of that,
Oh, wow. I hope you enjoyed that inspiring story from Slym Shady about what took his career from a 10 to 100. And I hope you're inspired to find that thing that will just skyrocket your career as well.
Could come anytime or anywhere.
We'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up this conversation with Slym Shady. Don't go anywhere. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze, and we're about to wrap up this conversation with the Slym Shady. Slym, I hope I can call you Slym.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been an interesting conversation with you.
Thank you so much.
How you started, why you are not going to Lagos, and a bunch of other stuff it is. How Tanzania came along, how Ghana happened, how you're taking your social media presence seriously. It's been a delight.
Thank you so much.
This is the part of the show where we try a game segment.
Okay.
Idikwa ready.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna need you to type.
Hey.
On spot. You get it?
Okay.
So I'm thinking of, doing a couple of other things I wrote down here, but I think I'll use me as an example, right? So to just give you a pace, something to work with, people call me Nalu, right? Chinalurumogu Eze is the name, but people call me Nalu. Nalu Kings also works sometimes, but yeah. So it's my birthday in a few weeks, in 2 weeks to say and say I invited you as the hype man for my birthday party.
Okay.
And maybe I'm already in the dance floor. I can't dance to save my life, but yeah, I'm in the dance floor, so hype me!
Some tough, small, but a lifestyle, really for some.
Yeah.
So, okay. See Nalo, feel am well. See her face, feel am well. See the vibe, feel am well. Start to the move, start to the dance. Give it to them, shake it.
Oh my god, it wasn't hard.
Nah, my lifestyle now, you know the.
Feel am well. Oh my gosh. See me blushing. Thank you. The birthday is 15th of May, by the way. Who knows? I may have a party.
Yeah, I'll send you an invoice.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
So to just wrap this up, you have something to say to not do you have, please, you should say something to young guys, young girls out there who are trying to build a career in hype man, hype woman. What can you tell them about their journey for them to keep doing what they're doing?
So, my name is Slym Shady, aka your favorite boyfriend, aka Stadium Boy, and from me to you out there striving, working hard, trying to be seen, trying to be heard. Yo, listen, you're going to be seen, you just gotta keep going. Keep being consistent, keep getting better. You understand? Nobody is going to stop you from the greatness that is in you. Nobody is going to halt you. I want you to believe that, believe in yourself, believe that that thing you're crying, the world is going to see it and the world is going to hear it. Do not let anybody let you feel like whatever you have depends on whatever they can say about it or push to you to make that happen. Just keep going, all right? Don't let anybody whine you. No go they believe saying that some kind of people not get industry. There is no gates here, you understand? And if they put gates to gatekeep you, go find the specky. And if you don't find the specky, jump fence. And if you cannot jump the fence, you build your own gates. Build your own states. You understand? Type shit, gang.
Now lifestyle, they know the hustle out. You heard that from Slym Shady, and this does not just go for people who are trying to build a career in being a hype man or hype woman. It goes for you as a person trying to build a career in whatever it is you're doing. If they build a gate against you or for you, like he said, break the gate, jump the fence, get the spare key, or build your own mansion or whatever it is. I hope you're inspired to take your career seriously. I hope you know that the only thing limiting you is you. So go out there and shine. We are all rooting for you. Thank you so much for joining us on tonight's episode of Unka. I hope you had a lot of fun because I definitely did. I'll see you next time on Unka. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze. Bye-bye.